70% of Americans now understand that climate change is real and that it will even cause harm to future generations. But still 2/3 of Americans say that they never talk about it. So we know that there's this disconnect between people feeling concerned about it, but not having the confidence to really talk about it in meaningful ways.
The Talk Climate Institute is for anybody who is concerned about climate change and wants to really take a deep dive into more their personal connection and ways to take action on climate change.
For a long time, the way that we have talked about climate change has mostly been from a scientific perspective. And while that is essential, we don't really need more science or analytical or technical ways of thinking. It really starts in the mind, but it has to move to the heart. So it's really only when we balance that science with our personal stories that we can place those facts and figures into context and have a relevance for our real lives.
So people who attend the Talk Climate Institute will really discover their personal connection to the issue of climate change, share their story with others, and think of how to use their personal connection and story for collective action to engage in solutions in their communities.
We often hear at the Talk Climate Institute that people are surprised because they have often felt alone when thinking about climate change or trying to deal with it. But when they show up, they realize there's a whole lot of other people who care about it too. And so it is an opportunity to make new connections and meet new people that you can call upon after the Institute is over. Each person has the opportunity to share their experience and find their story of climate change. There's a vulnerability in doing that and helps people to realize that we're really not so different from one another. The Talk Climate Institute very intentionally reflects the people and the place of the community that we are in, and really elevating the voices of the people who make up that particular place, with a specific emphasis on looking at who are the voices in the community who are most marginalized and often not included and brought to the table in mainstream conversations about climate change. Now, with the imprint of climate change all around us, it's all of us who have a story to tell, and we are all eyewitnesses.